Hey, can you see this? I'm used to using two monitors, but I don't have a second monitor right now.
We're not seeing anything yet.
You're not seeing anything. Okay, hang on.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
You can see it. Okay.
Yes.
So table, which we've all used for several years. Some people have used it extensively. Some people have used it a little bit. Some people have avoided it, and some people have used it and not liked it. There's been many different variants on that. It's been reimagined, and it's been reimagined in a bunch of really fantastic ways that I think are really going to help us. And they're now saying to us, you don't have to, they used to more or less attempt to say to us, you should use table on all of your parties. Now they're saying you might want to use table in some of your parties in different ways. So some people may want to use Facebook still. Facebook in itself, as we know, can be problematic. Trying to get the new algorithms right, trying to get everybody to see what you're posting doesn't always work. Whereas table, we get to control the content. But some people don't like it. They find it's not that interactive. This is the old version. So commencing on August the 16th, the reimagined version of table is going to come to us. And it's going to have some really great features. It's going to have, it can be used standalone. It can be used with Facebook. It can be used in different ways, and they're not going to tell us how to use it. We can figure out how to use it, but you're going to want to use table in some way because it looks like it's going to be fantastic. It's going to have curated content for everybody so that they're going to see the things that they want to see. It's going to be directed to the people that are coming into our parties. They're going to see the things that they want to see. Something else that's really interesting is they've discovered through, I guess, data mining that by including Test Kitchen live demos, it improves on average every sale, every party by $150. So the example that they used is if you're hosting 4 parties in a month, that's $600 a month. Over a year, that's $7,200 more in commissionable sales that you can be getting. If you're doing more or less parties, then you can do the math. But on average, $150 per party by adding Test Kitchen Live. People like live demos. What they've discovered is that through COVID, through people using YouTube, people like short live videos to see how things work. So live demos, curated content, and on-demand videos as well, so they can see this is how the 1 cup slicer works. This is how the new garlic prep tool works. All of these things, there's going to have a small little video that people can watch so that they're going to be able to see how that works. So let me take you through. This is the PowerPoint that went along with the breakout sessions. So I just want to quickly go through this. I'm thinking you probably only want me talking for maybe no longer than 10 minutes. Is that probably about good? Less, more? Okay.
10 minutes is about good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there's the people that did the presentation. So we want to see why this is going to happen. We know that people like live events. They like the Test Kitchen Live included, and they're actually going to be doing one test kitchen live every week going forward. And I think that's going to be 1 from head office and 3 done by consultants. I think that was what they had stated. They're going to include the on-demand videos. They're going to include the curated content. And then we are the person who is passionate about the product, and we're the professional that can answer the questions for our customers. So that's what we're adding to it. Head office is providing us with all of this. We bring that to the party, and it's going to help us be better at what we're trying to do. Table becomes our easy button. Once you figure out how to use it, and I expect there was a little bit of learning curve for any of us when we started to use Table. I'm sure that the new reimagined Table, we're probably going to have some learning curve for it as well. I'm hoping, because I wasn't at conference, but I am going to the one on August the 18th in Toronto, and they're strongly encouraging any of us that can make it to go to that one as well. That they're going to hopefully provide us a little bit more insight into this, because they're going to expand on what went on at conference. So hopefully the learning curve is reduced. And I mean, I know that Judy is good at Table. Ashley's good at Table. I've kind of figured out Table. It worked a lot like what I was using when I was having to teach online. So there's lots of us that can help support you in all of this. So if people run into problems, we're all here to help each other, and we can all guide each other through the new learning for reimagined Table. So there's going to be, this is how we would look at it on someone's phone. There's an all-in-one shopping link. So you get into Table, you can find curated products, you can shop the products, and you're connected to the party and to the host. There's new ways to chat. The customers are going to be able to text us and message us through the party to simplify it, because in the past we either had to be looking at emails or going to within the party to look at the chat. This is going to be much easier for us to communicate. So when someone registers, their phone number is going to be populated for us. They're going to explore the information that they have there for cooking, and then we're going to be sent an email that someone joined. This is their email, this is their phone number, and what was the topic that they really wanted to learn. And this can help us more tailor our responses in dealing with that customer. That this information is going to be pretty invaluable to us. I think before, this information was not readily accessible. It's going to be upfront for us. So within there's going to be cooking content, and the customers are going to pick which one they want, and then we can do our own personal greeting within the party. This is going to be another video, that because people are telling us they like videos, they get a lot out of them. So this is going to appear right in the party. As the consultant, we can easily populate this into the party. When the customers go through and they look at the products, they can then create a save list, kind of like what we do on Amazon or pretty much any online shopping platform. We can create, the customer will create a save. This is different than the wish list. This is going to be right within the party. And we're going to be able to see this information, which is fantastic, because then we can say to them, well, geez, the citrus juicer and zester, if you want to host next month, that's going to be one of the promotions. You can earn that. So we're going to have a little insight into what the customer is actually looking for, and we're then going to be able to also see, obviously, what they have purchased, like we always have. But the way that this information comes to us is greatly simplified. Ideas for using the saved products list. So once they save that information and we see it, we're going to be able to contact the person and talk to them about it and say, hey, I see you're looking at this, what can we do to help you with that? There's going to be the Test Kitchen Live. As I mentioned, they've discovered that by adding Test Kitchen Live in, they're getting on average $150 more per party. So for all of us, that $150, I mean, I know there's been many times where I've been like, geez, if I could only get another $50 within a party. So $150, that's, the phrase that they used to use all the time was low hanging fruit. That's really low hanging fruit. You throw Test Kitchen Live in there, you get your customers looking at it, and it's going to generate more sales for us. And Test Kitchen Live is great. I love watching them. I just wish they didn't run them the half hour before we run our weekly meeting. It drives me crazy. But that's a whole other issue. So we can add our own events. So they're strongly encouraging us to develop our own content, to do our own cooking at home. People love that, and they love how real we are. We make mistakes. We create our own problems. We do that then the people feel like, geez, if Greg can cook something, I can certainly use this product and cook something, because that guy doesn't know anything. So they are encouraging us to do that and create our own parties, our own live events, so that our customers can see it. So this is sort of how it looks when we get the, it's basically like a spreadsheet through the new platform. This is going to show us very easily the information that we've got from our customers for us to be able to maintain contact with them, because that's the way to more sales. That's the way to building a relationship with our customers, is having lots of contact with them. At the end, once the customer has worked their way through the table platform, at the end, it's going to ask them about other things that they're interested in. Are they interested in getting discounts? Are they interested in hosting? Would they ever consider becoming a consultant? All of those sorts of things, which that information comes to us as well, which is going to, again, simplify that. And, I'm sure that somebody at some point said to Sarah or someone in her family, would you want to do a registry and host a baby shower? I mean, I'm still trying to have my first wedding shower. Still trying to get someone that wants to have a wedding shower. Every time I mention that, though, people keep thinking that I want to have a third wedding, and I don't need that. I just need a wedding shower. So all of this information is going to come to us. It's going to be so much easier for us to deal with that information. There's a whole bunch of information. I also have there's a PDF that goes with this. I just need to give that PDF, or unless Judy or Ashley has it, but find a way to get it out to all of us so that everybody can see. And it goes along with this, and it's sort of some cheat notes for this, I guess, like Cole's notes. This month's offers, it's going to show you, what there is that is our specials for the month. What's the hosting offers? Are you interested in hosting? All of these sorts of things. And we know the more we ask, the more we hopefully get those people hosting for us. Ideas for getting pampered with perks, the chit chat. This is another greatly improved way for us to communicate with our customers. They've really improved. I'm amazed at what they've done to Table, because I used to like Table, but now I think I'm gonna like really love Table with the way that they've reinvented this. I think they've really done their homework and really made some significant improvements in it. So there is what we get from the end. This is our spreadsheet from the guest info. So Candy was in there, and she saved the cast iron skillet and trivet and the rapid prep mandolin, and she's interested in the in getting a subscription. Well, we can reach out to her and explain to her, you know, geez, wow, the subscription is great. You get the product sent to you monthly. You get some recipes sent with it. You get added specials that aren't sent to everybody, and we can really promote that, and we can try to see what we can do to turn these saved items into actual purchases. Mary Jones, she had a whole lot of saved items, so we really want to make sure that we talk to Mary Jones, because she looks like she's probably got about $600 worth of stuff there that we'd like to turn those into purchases. Our role as a consultant, we need to make sure that we're using Table in conjunction with our Facebook or on its own, whatever works for you. But this is going to really help you to be able to turn your contacts into sales. We're going to be able to make sure that our customers are going to see the live events. We can create more live events. We can easily communicate with our customers. We can see what their saved items are. So these are things that in the past we could sort of kind of do, but not to the great degree that this is going to help us. So that's my I didn't have the timer running, Judy, but was I close to 10 minutes? Did I stay under? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Thank you so much for taking us through that. Yeah, as you say, it's super exciting, and anybody, like any of us who have been already working a little bit with Table, have gotten our feet wet, are just going to be even more excited, and we can help anybody who has, you know, has not been working with it as much. But there's Teach Me webinars out already that we can sign up for, and we can get in on that training. And as you said, we're going to talk about it later, but anybody who wants more information about going to the Keep the Momentum Going in August, it's already August 18th and 19th, wants to sign up for that, because it's only $149 and it includes breakfast and lunch, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So you want to get in on that if you can. So that's going to be a really, really fun time. So Ashley, are you ready to, okay, perfect. Thank you. And are you ready to share your session? Perfect. We want to welcome back Ashley and say huge congratulations on the birth of her third little baby, Riley. So I don't see Riley with you. I don't know how you can come without your child here.
He's with daddy and the kids right now. She was fed, and yeah, so I can be without her for a little.
Come for a few minutes. Okay, well.
How long? Yes.
Pictures, so that'll substitute for now.
Yeah. So we're at the 10-day mark. So she came early and on her sister's birthday. So that was very shocking and surprising for all of us, because we had a birthday party planned that had to be postponed, much to my 4-year-old chagrin. No, she had such a good attitude about it, but we're hoping to reschedule for this Saturday, 2 weeks later. But it's funny because Julia's birthday was actually postponed last year too.
Sure.
We're all sick. So she didn't have her birthday party till later in August last year. So the poor the poor thing, no, she doesn't remember. It's more Mummy who remembers.
Yes, it's true.
I am so thrilled to be here with you guys tonight. I don't know what the rest of the month will look like for us. Derek and I are going to be sitting down and kind of talking about that. He is officially on parental leave until the end of November, so that's really exciting for him. But we're just navigating. I had my doctor's appointment today and got the go ahead to like drive and stuff, and I'm used to having to wait a lot longer, so I was like, I'm not ready. I wanted you to tell me I can't do anything yet. But so that was a little bit of a weird appointment today, being like, oh, okay, I guess I have to actually just decide what I'm ready for rather than letting the doctor tell me. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to come back on at the end again with a really fun call to action that Judy and I have developed for all of you. But right now I'm just going to go really quick because you don't need to hear me blather on anymore. But I'm just going to really quickly, we're going to pull up the video in case you haven't seen the new fall products. I mean, come on, we're all here because we love these products, right? So I'm going to show you what's coming in the fall. And then I would love for you, if you already know what's coming, if you've seen it, some of you were our conference attendees, I would love to hear in the chat what you're most excited about right now, because on August 1st, we're like just getting introduced to these products. Some of us have maybe unboxed them already if we earned free for all. We can officially purchase samples as of today, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Judy, am I able to share? Oh yes, she's already got it all set up. Okay, let me know if this works. I'm just using my media player here. Give me like a thumbs up if you can see. It should be like a black screen. Can you see that? And then let me know if you can hear it. Hear it? All right, so that is the new product lineup, and I am going to read out what everyone has been saying in the chat. So Becky says she is most excited about the prep center. Greg said the new garlic tool. Judy said whisk tongs. I know I get people asking for the coated whisk still. Yes, totally. When I saw those things, I'm like, okay, that is cool. I would have never guessed that product coming out, that's for sure. Greg agrees the whisk tongs are awesome. And Judy said she just pulled them out tonight. They're super cool. Sarah says the roundstone baker. I was so excited. We actually, so Judy, when was that? That have been maybe 2017 or 18. just in Canada, they brought the round baker back for us. It had the gray glaze, like what we
Yeah.
have currently now. And they brought it back for us, and then it just continued again. And we're like, no. So it was so exciting to see it in this beautiful white matte glaze. It is so pretty. I love the new white. I'm so excited for the deep covered baker and that new square pan with the lid. I know that for my customers, that 9x13 was super popular last fall. So I'm really excited for there now to be a square baker. I am a popcorn fanatic, so I was a little bit like curious when I saw the pop and stir at first. I was like, okay, but it's sitting right over here. We just picked up my boxes today, and I am so excited to try it out, especially the smoked Gouda popcorn flavoring. I am so curious to see what that tastes like because I love me some cheese popcorn. So smoked Gouda just sounds super rich. A bougie popcorn flavor for sure. So super, super excited. I'm really excited about the Brilliance Wok or whatever it's called, because I love my Brilliance cookware and I love the wok, like the stainless nonstick wok. So I'm really excited to see how this one compares. But yeah, so those are the new products. It is a really cool lineup when you think about it, especially with the popcorn maker being a more, I think it's probably one of our cheapest, like price wise electrics. So they brought out this electric product, but it's not like an appliance or a power tool per se. But it's like this cool feature for the holidays or whatever. And even like making those candied nuts and like the cool different popcorn flavors. I'm really excited because I think that's going to be really perfect for the holidays. So your job now, oh, and I didn't even mention about the decorating stuff. So obviously Julia's birthday got delayed and I was like, oh, it would be so cool because she likes rainbow stuff and whatever, unicorn. She's all into this. And I'm like, oh, now I can use those piping bags this weekend to do like 2 colors at once or whatever. I'm super excited to try it out. So she wants cupcakes again. So we're replaying this 2 weeks later. But yeah, so those are the products. I wanted to also just quickly show you Dash because they have like reconfigured Dash again, which is also so exciting. I'm just going to close that. And show you. So for those of you who are new, I see Sarah's here. Welcome. I'm so excited for you to be here. Like this is the place that we can like hang out as consultants. This is the place where we learn everything there is to know in every single area and facet of our business. And they have made it just like even better, even better. So there is a program that is going to be called, what is it called? So actually, oh, it's looking like there, product. So in the product category, you're going to have the different categories as far as the products go and learning about the new products that are available. And then obviously there's lots of other courses. And again, it looks like, yeah, so they've totally reconfigured all of this. I actually haven't even been on Dash yet. I was like, oh, I should pull up Dash, but I'm seeing it now for the first time, just like some of you might be seeing it. But all your training is going to be here. And over on the side here, there's like quick reference links that you can, that are available for you to check things out, DIY demo videos, onboarding new consultant, etc. So it's looking like, Judy, maybe you can confirm this for me since this is my first time being on here since conference. Did it just like start fresh at 0? Like, are we all, because it's saying like all these courses that I had completed it now says 0 completed.
Have
So
they just reconfigured it all? Let me just look at mine.
oh, this is like, no, these are like courses that I had done before.
Yeah,
So,
I realize that. I'm just wondering if they've redone it all. And so like,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
all
that's what I'm
different,
thinking.
they're having us all go through it again.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, which is kind of cool. I guess
Mhm.
check the leaderboards and see if they're still what they were.
Yeah.
See, the leaderboards are still here with points from previously.
No, I think
At 0.
mine says getting started 6 completed.
Okay, that's really weird. It looks like I've never been on here before. Which
Oh,
is, so anyways, we'll figure that out why that
then
is.
it's just a glitch.
Yeah, maybe it is a glitch. Like, you've never been on Dash before. Oh, okay. But yeah, so Sarah, so you know, and I'm sure Judy's talked with you about this, but Dash is the place where we do all of that training. It's all going to be available there in bite-sized pieces. So I wanted, before I finish and pass off the baton, I wanted to just mention about the products and how we can get the products into our kitchen. So first of all, for those of you who earned Fall Free for All in either May or June, you have probably received your products already, and maybe have even unboxed them already. And if you haven't yet, I encourage you to do so. Maybe after you take a picture with your boxes to create some intrigue with your social media followers, like, look what I got delivered to my door. And if you already opened the box, you can like close the box again and do it with an empty box. That's fine. But what they really encouraged at conference is like unbox those products. And you all know, if you know me well, how notorious I am for opening the products on September 1st. I'm so focused on August that I'm like, oh, I'll get to it. And I don't until it's like now time to sell the fall products. So we encourage you. Judy and I are keeping each other accountable that we're going to start unboxing. Judy says she already started today.
Tonight. Tonight.
Yeah, right? Like literally tonight. But that is that, honestly, just playing and taking videos with, you know, either just your hands, or if you're confident enough to show that wonderful face of yours, then making those videos so that you have them ready for September 1st. We don't encourage you to share too much about the fall season before September 1st, just because obviously customers can't purchase anything yet. Of course, the prep and store system, like that's what I plan on sharing the most this month, because it's a host special, right? And it's exclusive and it gives them that taste of what's coming in the fall. But as far as the other products, we encourage you to get familiar with them, but not actually to be like soliciting them, talking about them too much to your customers, at least until that like last week of August, to start building intrigue for September. Now, that being said, if your August is completely booked and you're booking into September, October already, obviously as an independent consultant, that's totally up to you. All of the social media, videos, images, etc., are all in marketing imagery already. So you can share them, but we just don't recommend you share them too soon. So just thinking about that, we really still, obviously there's tons of amazing stuff going on in August. That is really exciting. And I feel weird because we're not really talking about it tonight, but I'm so excited about all the things that they announced. I literally was up feeding Riley at 1 a.m. and I, of course, checked it all. I was like, oh my goodness, there's a huge sale and all this. So anyways, we're not focusing on that tonight, but just want to encourage you with that. If you did not earn any of the products, or you didn't earn some of the products that you'd really like to have in your kitchen, we can purchase them at 50% off as consultants. That's just like a benefit that we have as consultants, that we can purchase one of each of the new products as of today for 50% off. You can also host your own event this month, which we always encourage you to do at least once a month. Host your own event for your people, your customer group, etc., where you can actually get the host rewards if you want, and get, you know, maybe that prep and store system for 60% off. And you can do that right now in August. And then finally, of course, this is a little plug for my little thing that I'm going to be sharing at the end. But you also can earn what's called a director sample box. And that is what's sitting in front of me right now, along with my free for all products. Judy and I also earned pretty much it was almost the entire, or was it the entire, I think it was the entire product line this year. So at this fall product line, we earned one of everything, just for meeting our requirements as directors. And so when you promote to director this fall, you will earn that box. So that is a really, Greg's like, yep, I'm doing it. It's a really, really amazing way to get all of the products for free. And we'll talk more about that later. So I'll shut up now because I talked way longer than I supposed to.
We're glad to have you back. We miss you. All right, we'll move on then to Test Kitchen Live. And we talked a little bit about that. Greg talked a little bit about that when he was talking about the changes with Reimagine Table. And it really does dovetail together. We know about Test Kitchen Live because we've had it. It does air on Tuesday nights at 7 Central, which is 8 Eastern Standard Time. And it usually runs half an hour, but it is very close to our meeting time, which, as Greg says, is a little bit inconvenient because we really do want to promote these. We really want to promote them in our parties, on our VIP page, anywhere we can. There's a lot of market imagery that goes along with this. And they also have great recipes and whatnot to give out afterwards. So even if you miss it, which I have missed them, and I've been like, oh, I didn't promote it early enough, nobody jumped on the bandwagon. You can also post the replays, which are great. So even if you're maybe just starting out, or you're a little bit camera shy yet and you haven't gotten in front of the camera, or you've, like me, and you've gotten away from getting in front of the camera as much as you like to, this is a really great way to show your people a live demo and to show them the products and to let them see how to use the products and what's going on in the kitchen. And now that it's regularly once a week, it's a really, really great opportunity to give this access, this opportunity to all of our customers and our VIP guests, and put it in our parties as a regular thing. Even if you're going live, even if you're doing your own demonstration, this is a really, really good add-on. The nice thing is they're actually featuring certain products that they're discounting, and you can only get them on Tuesdays as a thank you for going to, they're now calling it Pampered Chef Live instead of Test Kitchen, Pampered Chef Live as a thank you on that day specifically. So that's really got to boost sales, right? So if it's in a party, obviously those sales have got to be sent in on Tuesday. They couldn't be held over. So it wouldn't be like if it's a host party, they need to be submitted that night. It's really great for our customers. And if they're ordering online, if they're just going in and ordering under a name, it's even better. If it's in a shared rewards party, I think if it's sealed, it still should be okay. That kind of thing. Just you don't want to go in as the host or as the consultant and start monkeying around in there. But as long as it's paid for and done by the end of Tuesday, they'll still get all of that stuff on sale. So it's just a really, really good opportunity. As Greg says, $150 bonus, like a boost of your sales per party. That's a really like a huge bonus. They do a lot of research. They use consultants to do extra research. They trial these things and run a lot of research before they even put these things out. So we know these are well-researched statistics. So we really, really want to take advantage of these things. When I was in California, Andrew talked to me about this and talked about the Test Kitchen Live, and he was so excited about this. And he said, this is a really, really easy thing that we can be doing to boost our parties. So it's something that like we can do, and we can really teach all of our team and all of our new consultants to do. And it's a really quick and easy thing everybody can do to get started. And that's what I really love about it. As well as that, it's not only going to be always Test Kitchen Live. Sometimes it's going to have our consultants. Some of our more seasoned consultants are going to be doing demonstration. Then it's going to be called Home Kitchen Live. And then we can do it as well, and it'll be My Kitchen Live. So it's something we can do as a team, as an organization. We can be doing them and making them available for our team, our organization to put out. So we could take turns and put something out and use that in our parties. You can do something individually. And even when, let's say you're doing a number of parties, you can go live and invite all of those people in. So let's say you're saying, oh, I have a party here, and then I'm starting another party here, and I just don't know if I can be available to do a live for each one of these parties. You can go live and invite everybody from those parties and do your own kitchen live as well. So just that concept of the kitchen live, you can put that in as your own brand, as well as using Pampered Chef Live, and get people that understanding of doing something, let's say half an hour long. It can be even much shorter than that. They demonstrated it in conference, and it was really neat to just see the girl do it. It was quick, it was easy. She used one of the new products, that prep station, and she just made it very, very simple. She gave a few tips. She gave just a short talk about how, as a host this month, you could get this at 60% off. It just sounded very easy, very quick. It didn't sound practiced or polished at all. It was really just off the cuff, just her talking as if she was talking in her own kitchen, and very, very easy and light. And that's really what people want. Just as Greg said, people want to see us as authentically as we can be. Sure, if you have something so that people can't see the camera, you want to make it as easy to see the camera as possible, or as easy to see you as possible. But you don't want to have it so practiced that it doesn't seem like you. The girl even said she was there in her workout outfit because that's what she looks like. She looks like she's always in her workout outfit. That's how she looks around home. We don't want to look all made up and polished, because then we don't look like everybody else. And I think that people think, I can do this if they look just like us. If they just look like, their hair's a mess, they just they don't have makeup on, or they don't, they're not shaved, or they're not, whatever. They just look very like they do around the house. They don't look like they made themselves up, or they did extra work to get themselves ready for the camera. And I really think it's important, if you're new and you're not used to doing videos, that you leave it in with the bloopers, that you don't refilm it. You leave it like that as, and that's what really attracts people to your business, because they see themselves in you, and they see themselves as being able to do this. So I really, really love that. So again, it's just think of those exclusive discounts. We don't want to necessarily market it for that, because I think that's just an add-on, little thing that comes along with it as a thank you, as I say. But I think it's something that we really, really can use, and we should be using in our parties. And I'm looking forward to using it a lot more than I have. And I started using it in my VIP group as well. So that's it for the test, the Pampered Chef Live. Now, Becky is on. Yes, there's Becky. We're going to hear from Becky, and she's going to talk about the new Success Rewards. And that's a really, really exciting as well. That's a really new program as well. So thank you, Becky.
So I wasn't quite as fancy as Greg in finding all the slides.
Me neither, Becky.
So basically what I did was, as I went through and listened, it was in general session 3, they talked about the recipe for success and the success rewards, which is replacing the 90-day, what was it called?
Fast track
rewards.
Yeah.
So it was, it's actually a really neat program that they've replaced it with, because now instead of trying to cram everything into 90 days, they've given us 180 days. And there are different things that you can earn at different levels. So level 1 is $600, and you have to do that within your first 30 days. So basically you have your first party and you've already done level 1. Thank you, Ashley. So you earn the dual-sided cleaning brush and the cup slicer with that. And then you have 90 days to do levels 2, 3, and 4. Level 2 is $1,500. Level 3 is $3,000, and level 4 is $6,000. Of course, when we were watching in the general session, they were giving us the American, so I had to go looking to find what the Canadian equivalent was. And that chart actually was great because that helped. So with level 2, you get the sheet pan set, the oven mitts, and a taste bud sampler. And the thought behind how they've done the rewards is that you're able to use the tools to further your business. So they're wanting you to use the tools that you've earned to do examples and things like that. So level 3 at $3,000, you get the 10-inch stainless steel skillet. I love mine. I'm very thankful I earned it. Level 4 is $6,000, and it's the knife block. I'm sad I didn't earn that, but at some point it may find its way into my kitchen. At level 5 is done within 180 days. So you have an extra 3 months to work on that, and it's $12,000. And with that, you get the deluxe stand mixer, the shield, and a tote, which is absolutely incredible when you look at the dollar value for that. And the fact that you've earned $12,000 or you've sold $12,000 worth of products within that 6 months, that has you well on your way to the first career of 20,000, I think is the first career milestone. So that's really cool. At level 2, you also get a 25% off discount code to share with friends, because they're trying to encourage us to recruit in our first 90 days a little bit more, because that obviously helps build our business. We also get our career title rewards. So if you promote to a leader in the first 90 days, you get $100. You get $400 if you're up to a director within the first 180 days, and $1,000 if you're up to advanced director in 180 days. And you get double that if you maintain. And the really cool thing is your recruiter also gets that. So it is something that it's good incentive for everyone to encourage and to be the family that we are. To help everybody meet their goals and to be successful in the business. So it's really kind of cool. And I guess the other part that I took away from that session was the new consultant support that they have. They look at it like building a pizza. So that was when the girl, one of the demonstration things. So your booking is your foundation of your business. So that's like your dough. The selling is your secret sauce. So that's like the pizza sauce. And then sharing, which is the recruiting, is your topping. So our goal is to have as many toppings as we can get on our pizza. And that's all I had for tonight.
That's awesome, Becky. Thank you so much for going through that. You did that so well. You're very succinctly. That's very good. You kept us well on time. So thank you
on the
very much.
leadership team.
Yes, very good. Yes.
It's like I remember with Elena, I was always like, wait, how did you do all of that in like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I blabber on too long.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Becky. So we're back to you, Ashley.
Yeah, and I wanted to say too, the really cool thing that I found with these success rewards, first of all, that team leader is now being recognized, like Becky said, right in your first 90 days. And that fast tracking to director now is not in 90 days, but in 180 days. So you can obviously still fast track in 90 days, but we have several fast track directors in our organization who have promoted over the past several years. And a lot of the feedback was that it was really fast, right? You're a brand new consultant. And some people are ready to promote in 90 days, especially if they come as a consultant, like ready and wanting to grow right away. But often consultants are signing up and they're not even thinking about leadership. They're just wanting to get their feet wet in sales, right? So the program, and then also the 180 days with your sales that you can keep going. Because I found, and I know Becky shared this, and even like we've heard this from several consultants, like they're so focused. Actually, I think Greg even said this too, like you're so focused in those 90 days on those rewards, and then when it's done, it's like, now what?
Yeah.
So now there's like another carrot to chase in that next 90 days, that you still have like a goal and a focus if you haven't set a personal goal in that next step of your business, right? So really, really cool. Super excited about this program. And so speaking of which, we're going to end the call this way this evening. And it worked really well how Becky ended that, talking about these fast track rewards. But so this is available for people who sign up today. Moving forward, all of those new fast track rewards, and Sarah, who is still in her 90 days, who just signed up, she has her own fast track rewards still, like the previous model that was in July. And so Sarah, you still have the opportunity to earn $3,000 cash is on the table as your fast track bonus. And obviously I know Judy's been sharing that with you, but these programs are for our new consultants, and we as seasoned consultants, those of us who are outside of our 90 or 180 days now with this new program, there are also lots of perks for us as we grow in the career plan. And so we wanted to finish off tonight by whetting your appetite a little bit of what that looks like. And so I actually updated one of my images that I created in the past, and I'm going to share it with you. And this really is to show you what is possible in the career plan. As you welcome those toppings that Becky talked about, as you welcome new team members, you're sharing the love of this business with others. Like Becky said, you're opening and extending that warm welcome into our Dream Builders family. And you're helping others, find the joy that you have in your own business and helping them do the same. So Novena ended conference by saying, when we think about the person who shared this business opportunity with us, they didn't know when they shared that with us, however many times they shared it, they didn't know that when you said yes was going to be the day that you said yes, right? All they did was they invited you to this opportunity. Like I said, maybe for the first time, maybe for the umpteenth time, like some of us, but they shared it and they invited you. And so as we do that this fall, we are so excited to continue growing as an organization. And so I want to just show you, this is, again, I've been in business for 7 years. So this is like little snippets of my journey. I obviously can't go through my whole journey with you this evening, but I wanted to share a story and show you a little bit of my journey and what Pampered Chef has been able to mean for our family financially. And again, this is just one of the many things that this business has meant for our family. But obviously, I think we're all here in some capacity to make some money. Is that correct? I think we all like to see a paycheck. And so I'm going to show you or tell you a little story tonight as we finish. And perhaps you can see what that story could mean for you. So again, give me a thumbs up if you can see my image here. Good. Okay. So I had said, so this is again, like a little snapshot over the past 7 years of a little bit of my story. So on July 2016, I received my very first Pampered Chef paycheck. And as a 24, just turned 24-year-old, I was very excited to receive nearly $700 from this side gig I had just started. The school that I had been teaching at for the past 2 years was now closed, and I was starting to supply teach in the fall, but for the summer I didn't have any employment. And so I decided midway through June to sign up as a consultant. And so my very first paycheck, like I said, as you see here, was $699.59, not quite $700. But that month, so as a brand new consultant, I had 3,000 in personal sales that month. I believe it was 6 parties. I didn't actually check that, but I believe it was 6 parties. 3 of them were in person and 3 of them were online. One was actually an online bridal shower, as we were talking about before. And so I personally sold 3,000. I had no team members and I got a $700 paycheck. And I was super pumped about that. I was like, this is sweet. I feel like that was a really fun month. It didn't feel like, I was like, this is sweet. And so I decided to go to our national conference the next month as a brand new consultant. And it was in Chicago that year. No, conferences weren't typically in Chicago back then, but it was Pampered Chef Canada's 20th anniversary. And so we were getting to go to Chicago. So I road tripped with my mom and my sister. We drove down to Chicago. We stayed in an apartment of a family friend's relative that lived in Chicago. And we took the train into downtown every day for a conference. And I learned at conference about a leadership conference in Winnipeg in January. And I heard that you had to be a team leader or above in order to go to this conference. And so I was like, sign me up. I've never been to Winnipeg before. And Winnipeg in January sounds like fun. So I just love any opportunity to get to go places. And so I signed up, or I decided that I was going to become a team leader. I had no idea what that meant, but I held a little sign that said October 2016 team leader. And so September 2016, I was still a consultant. And so I wanted to share that paycheck just to show you. So in September, I had 1,600 in sales. So that was I think 2 or 3 parties. And so the 383.86 was the paycheck. So again, that was still as a consultant. So depending on obviously your personal sales, it was about half in personal sales, so half the commission. But then the next month I welcomed 2 team members, and they had their launch parties. So one of my team members, she had 800 in sales. The other had 1,500 in sales. Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay was my very first team member back in 2016, and she's now with us again. And so they both submitted those sales. I personally had 1,600 again. So the same personal sales that I had the month before, but now I had 2 team members that I was working with. And so as you can see, another $80-ish just for helping these 2 ladies launch their businesses. And my director, Catherine, obviously was, helping me figure out how to do that and whatnot. I had support from home office. Actually, one of our home office people came down to help me with my very first party that I was doing with my first team member. So then I had an appetite for leadership, and I was so excited about this promotion to team leader. I decided I wanted to go to leadership as a director. So the goal was a January 1st promotion. And that was when Miss Judy Williams hopped on board in mid-December. And actually, it wasn't even me. It was Catherine who convinced her to have her launch party in December because she knew my goal was to promote to director. She's like, come on, Judy, Ashley's not going to make you do your party, but let's just get it done. Just do it right away. And Judy had a $1,500 launch party. I had 2 other team members who had joined in November that did 200. Lindsay, one of my first team members, she had done 650. And then my other team member, Carrie, had done 200. So 3 who were active, 1 who had more than the 200, and then Judy with her $1,500 launch party. I had 3,700, so a little bit higher in personal sales. And then you'll see we're going up over $600 to $1,000 paycheck as my very first director paycheck, which I was so proud of and so excited. I had traveled to Stratford to be there with Judy at her launch party, and was really excited to be able to promote to director in my first 6 months of business. So I would have been a fast track director or whatever, a success rewards director. But they didn't, the program wasn't like it is now. So promoted to director in my first 6 months of business. And then there's a big gap there. You'll see a 4-year, not quite 4 year, three and a bit year gap. There's a lot of story in there, but we'll leave that for another night. Judy's been here with me through it all. But February 2020, I had actually just re-promoted to director in the fall of 2019. And Judy decided that she wanted to promote to director again. And so Judy promoted on March 1st. So my February paycheck, as an advanced director, was $14.99.30, and that was with Judy's team having they had 6,500 in sales. My personal team had 9,500, so we were 15,000 as an organization. But my personal sales were actually lower than that director paycheck. So my personal sales were at 3,000, and then that was my paycheck of $14.99. So really cool to see, depending on your personal sales, you can actually have lower personal sales as you're growing your team and your organization, and your paycheck can grow exponentially. And that's a picture here now in October 2022 as an advanced director. So this past fall, like a year ago, October, our organization is an advanced director team, or was an advanced director team at the time, and we still are. But we had a much higher organization, like our organization was much bigger. And so obviously there's more people, more pieces working. And so in October 2022, my paycheck was $6,181.44. And I wanted to share that with you because not only to inspire you and show you what is possible as you grow in the career plan, but the really exciting thing is I did not put my highest paychecks on this. And so even that 6,000 last fall was actually like a somewhat moderate paycheck compared to what has happened over these past 7 years. There was a season of about 2 years where we were a senior director organization, and some of the months we had 90,000 in organizational sales, 120,000 in our highest month. And obviously those paychecks were even greater. And I'm going to do a quick little giveaway. So I'm going to have you guys, I want you to text or send me a message, or however you want, text me or send me a message on Messenger. We'll do a little Price is Right because I like giving away prizes. We're going to give away 2 fall products tonight. We'll do a draw for everyone who's here. And then the person who guesses close, the highest paycheck without going over, dollars and cents, send it to me. And don't there we go. We're gonna whoever's closest without going over. So be moderate, but not too moderate. Because honestly, it is just so exciting to see what is possible with this business. And all of this was through teaching. Some of it was teaching full time. Some of it was teaching as a supply teacher. Some of it was during maternity leave. I'm now on my 3rd one. Right there, we all have different things going on in life, but as we share this business opportunity with others, it is incredible what is possible with this business. And the more that we share with others, the more we help others in their businesses, the more that we can grow and get what we're looking for financially, but also personally as we help others in their own businesses. So what Judy and I have decided for this fall is that we are going to offer a brand new program that we have never offered before. We are very excited about it. And we are going to, it's going to start on August 14th. So Judy is away that week. So it'll basically just be like me getting the group chats set up with those of you that want to participate, and then we'll actually start the program once Judy's back. But that I'll take care of all the kind of just setting things up that week. But we wanted to give you kind of a week to think about it. Well, it's actually technically 2 weeks, just 2 weeks to commit before we get the program started. But basically what it's going to look like, we're calling it Fall Success Partners. And so the whole idea is that anyone that wishes to participate in the program is going to be partnered with an accountability partner for the fall season. So we are running the program, like I said, starting on August 14th. We're going to run it until the end of the year. So it's a commitment of that final quarter plus the month. So the last 4 months of the year, we are going to be working together as a group, in a group setting, in a group chat setting, but then you're also going to be assigned an accountability partner. So Judy and I are like, we're starting things off as the first pair of accountability partners. And we invite you to participate with us. And basically the whole idea is that as you commit to this accountability partner, this is the person that you're going to be working with, you're going to be chatting with, sharing ideas with. And then of course, within our group of the accountability partners, or the success partners, we're calling it, we're going to be sharing ideas, and Judy and I will be mentoring you through the fall. And we're just really, really excited about it. So we've designed this program to be flexible for those of us who obviously have very busy schedules and things happening all over the map. We decided just to tweak some of these programs we've run in the past and try something new. We're always excited to try new things. And we're really, really excited about this. So what we've created is we've created a, what am I trying to say? Survey. Thank you. That just has a couple of questions in it. We're like looking to see what your interest is. If you're interested, if you're intrigued, if you want more information about what things will look like, because obviously I just gave a very brief overview. But the whole concept is that you're looking for accountability, you're looking to grow in your business, and you're looking to be a part of a community of people who are wanting to do the same. So if that's you, then you are going to reach out to your director, and she will send you the link for the survey. You'll fill that out. And then if you have any questions, there's a couple of spots where you can indicate that you want to talk more with your director, or there's actually even like a question box I put at the end. If you have specific questions, then if you decide to say yes, then we'll get you started and joined into that group chat on the 14th. And then we'll get the mentoring program started. And we're really, really excited to help you get max out your paycheck this fall. Like, again, it was even encouraging for me to look back on last year, a year that I felt was like a really hard year in my business, and be like, oh, wow, that was a really good October. Like that was, oh yeah, that's what's coming. Like the fall selling season is really like, we have this really exciting time ahead, especially with all of these things we've shared tonight, all of the new programs Pampered Chef has rolled out, the new products, and just as a team, the fact that we're growing together and working on re-promoting to that senior director organization and beyond. So we are really excited. Thank you for being here tonight. Again, send me a text with your guess of the top. Actually, yeah. Well, I wrote down the top two, because one of them I had like one of my personal best months in sales was my top paycheck, but then I had like 6,000 less in sales and very close on the second paycheck. We're going to get really complicated. Okay. You're going to guess two amounts and maybe I'll give away 2 fall products. So you get to guess twice. That's what I'm going to say. So my highest paycheck was one of my highest months in sales, not my highest, but one of, and I'll just let you know, our organization did 93,000 in sales that month. The second highest paycheck I had like 6,000 less in sales, but our organization did 120,000 in sales volume that month. So there, I gave those are your hints. You can do a little calculating. I didn't tell you my personal sales because then you'd actually be able to calculate. Pretty close. But that is our little game. So we'll give away. Judy, do you have a wheel or do you want me to put a wheel together?
Yeah, I got a wheel.
Okay, because I said everyone who's coming tonight gets entered to win a fall product. So we're going to give away 3 fall products. How exciting is that? Woohoo!
Greg?
Congratulations, Greg. All right, Greg, you'll have to send Judy and I a text with the fall products if you have any of them already. Because you do, of course you do. But tell us which ones you have, and then we'll send you something different. Sounds good? All right, have a wonderful night. I think we need a picture because Sarah and Jane, is this your first call that you've been on? Hi, Jane. I did it. Say hi. I'm like, she's like a girl I know. Welcome on the call. So glad that you made it tonight. And we love your girl around here. And so we're so glad that you could make it today. So yeah, let's do a picture. Judy, do you want me to take it?
Sure.
Are you able to hop on? There we go.
You good.
All shiny.
Got Savannah on too.
My light is, oh, there's Savannah sleeping snugly. Okay, what are we gonna say? Happy, well, I can't say happy fall. We still have all of August. What should we say, Greg?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Okay, 3, 2, 1, popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yeah. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Remember, you belong here. You are loved. We're so glad you took the time to be with us tonight. If you're watching in the replay, you can still send me your guesses on those paychecks. All right, have a great night, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.
Okay.